What is Content Certified Mail? Certified mail is a service offered by the Postal Service that provides proof of mailing and delivery for important or valuable items. When you send a certified mail, the Postal Service will provide you with a unique tracking number that allows you to track the delivery status of your item. The recipient of the mail is required to sign for the item upon delivery, providing proof that they received it. Content certified mail, on the other hand, is a type of certified mail that requires the Postal Service to verify the contents of the item being sent. This service is typically used for items that are particularly valuable, such as legal documents or contracts, or for items that require special handling, such as hazardous materials. To send content certified mail, you must complete a special form that lists the contents of the item being sent. The Postal Service will then verify the contents of the item before it is mailed, and will provide a record of the verification to both the sender and the recipient. When do people send content certified mail? In legal disputes, people usually send a content certified mail before filing a lawsuit. It could be asking someone who has caused you harm to compensate you for that harm. It could be asking someone who owes you money to acknowledge that they owe you money or to pay you back immediately. It could be asking a tenant who has missed a payment to move out of a rental relationship. Or it could be asking to terminate a contract and get your money back. It can be used in a variety of situations, and there are no specific restrictions on sending content certified mail for legal disputes. The effect of sending content certified mail. 1. Sending a content certified mail does not constitute an acknowledgement of the truth of what you say in the mail. 2. However, it does serve as proof that the creditor gave the debtor notice as described in the proof, which can serve as excellent evidence in a lawsuit. Furthermore, a postal tracking number can be used to prove that the content certified mail was delivered to the debtor, so sending a content certified mail rather than simply telling the debtor verbally is a good idea for future litigation. 3. You can also communicate your intentions more powerfully and put psychological pressure on the other party. You may be able to communicate your intentions via email, text message, or social media, but the psychological pressure on the other party is different when you send a content certified mail. Especially if the letter is sent to the debtor by a lawyer with the correct facts and legal implications, the debtor often agrees and the legal dispute is resolved without having to go to court. For the lawyer, there's not a lot of money in it, but for the client, it's an effective way to save both time and legal fees. Respond to a content certified mail sent by the other party. If you receive a content certified mail from the other side of a legal dispute, do you have to respond to it? You don't have to send a response. In most cases, your failure to respond to the other party does not, in and of itself, mean that you concede the arguments made by the other party. Rather, a sloppy response could hurt you in future litigation. However, if used well, response mail can help you uncover important information from the other side of a legal dispute, and they can also serve as useful evidence in a future lawsuit. For this reason, we recommend that you consult with a lawyer before responding to content certified mail from the other side of a legal dispute. One can send a content certified mail either on your own or through a legal representative such as a law firm. If the issue at hand is simple, it may be more cost-effective to handle it yourself. However, if it is a more complicated matter and the fee is reasonable, it would be wise to engage a law firm to communicate your message. It's important to be cautious because an imprudent content certified mail could backfire on the sender. Additionally, the receiver is likely to take the matter more seriously if it comes from a legal professional. If you need our help, don't hesitate to contact us.